Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is Amy Yasmin reporting live for the last time at the Bazaar Lounge, right smack in the middle of KL Fashion Week 2017 at Pavilion. Today, this morning, I have PU3 Azalea from PU3, who hasn't been around for the last 3 years. You haven't been showing for the past 2 years, Ken.
For the past 3 years.
Yeah. So let's dive right into it, guys. So speaking about you not being around for the past 3 years, tell me, how has the brand evolved? What have you been up to, really?
Okay, because when I first started, it was more of the PU3 ready-to-wear collection. It was very much very young, very funky, vibrant colors, and it was very more like it was very fresh, and very colorful, things like that. And then over the years, I think the brand has also evolved together, with us. So it's gone a bit softer, but then at the same time, it's still contemporary and with an edge. And because I first started with doing my jewellery, and my twin sister Yasmin was the one who did clothing. And I think after about 2-3 years, we kind of have of course the brand grew together, and we have slightly different directions, and then we understand more what we want, in the design wise. So,
Right.
and of course the brand PU3 actually stands for, there's three of us. My dad came up with the name. There's my mom, myself, and also my twin sister.
That's such a wonderful story.
So, but we all kind of my mom has her own line right now, and my sister, and so it's much more now. So I'm the one that's mainly focusing on the PU3.
Yeah. You guys have been around for years, for like 10 years.
Yes, we started in 2006 in December. So it's more than 10 years now.
Yeah.
So
That's a long time.
come a long way.
It's come a long way, and you've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, the brand has, of course, grown with you guys. Like what you said when you mentioned just now, and now you have a family. And how do you think the PU3 woman has evolved since then?
When we first started with ready to wear, now I think I started with my PU3 bridal, 2013, my first collection, and then I have PU3 couture and also PU3 heritage. So for the past 3 years, I haven't been doing this collection because I've been focusing lots on heritage pieces, but they're more like traditional modern. Mm-hmm. So it's mainly more on to measure pieces, what customer wants. At the same time, having my own touch, the design. So it was much more of that.
That's right. So what other plans have you got for the future? Because I know now that you're back in on the game, I'm sure you've got massive plans, right?
Yes, because back then when I used to travel a lot, when I think we did our first, we went for the Who's Next Paris, 2012, and we managed to kind of penetrate in the French market. But then I think we didn't continue. We only did 2 years. So I think we went lots of trade shows and also Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week. So, we learned a lot. But then I think I kind of missed doing that. So that's why I thought, I think this collection, I should also, it's spring summer 2018, so I plan to bring, next year to showcase those pieces. So if not, it's a waste.
Yeah, of course. Now, let's go into your upcoming collection without, going too much, because we want to keep it a surprise for the rest of you guys at home as well.
Yeah.
What can you share? What's new and, something that would excite us?
Okay. If you see collection PU3, it's always been something, it's quite minimal, but then at the same time, it's, the black, I love black.
Yeah.
And the nude is there, and lots of cuts and some panelings, and I love leathers. I love leathers. It's still there, but now maybe it's slightly more, slightly different. The fabric that I use, there's still leathers, but metallic colors, and maybe a bit of prints. So probably.
I think the prints will be something that's quite exciting for you guys as well.
And then, of course, over the years, design-wise, we have also, I learned along the way, so it became stronger. I would say that.
Yeah. Now I want to talk about how it's you, your sister, your twin sister, and your mom. It's two different generations, but you guys are so much into fashion. How did this love of fashion come about?
Well, it started when we were actually small. When we were, I think in not even high school, in fact kindergarten. So we love Disney princesses. So I think since then we used to dress up, and then even we would get some t-shirts and do some cutouts. So even so small, and then sometimes we even try to sell it to our our mom's friends. Things like that. The creativity started since we were young, and then we like to play dressing up, things like that. So I think I think it probably started from there. Yeah.
Who's your favorite Disney princess?
I love Ariel.
Ariel.
Ariel, yeah. Yeah.
So how do you think your style resonates from all the way back then until today, and then how can we actually see the style of yours on the runway?
I think I would say, I mean, when we talk about this collection, it goes back to my London days because it was much inspired by that, and I think I'm going back there and with the London, the street kind of feel, but at the same time it's kind of laid back, but I think it's for a woman who loves to look good and dress up, but not being over the top.
That's
what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
I think that's a situation with a lot of women designers as well. They really understand what a woman actually wants, as opposed to something we see in international runways as well. A lot of the male designers out there, I'm not naming any names, but sometimes it's just a little bit. It's not something that what we want to wear, and you're at the end of the day, designing for the woman that you can actually relate to as well. Your own personality can.
That's correct. Yeah, because I mean, whatever I design is also something that I would want to wear. And it's also, I mean, at the end, it's individuality, but at the same time, having to, it's how you really, like, I realized PU3 is all about, it's also how you style it. So you need to know how, sometimes you can just, you see something on the rack, maybe you can't really see, but once how you put it together, so it's how you kind of mix it.
Yeah, it's all about, I mean, at the end of the day, dissecting a look, and I think this is what a lot of people kind of fail to realize. I mean, you have something that's so conceptual on the runway, it's hard to how do I wear this and everything. But then when you see it on its own, dissected, it's the top on its own and then like trousers on its own, and you're like, oh yeah, actually I can mix and match with this. And that really is at the end of the day, your own personal styling.
Yes, correct.
Can. So 5 p.m. today.
Yes.
How nervous are you?
Very nervous actually. Excited and nervous, so a bit of both, but I'm really looking forward, because it has been a while.
Fantastic. It's been a while, guys, 3 years. So stay tuned at 5 p.m. once again, and we're going to see PU3 on the runway. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, PU3.